Does the business case exist? You are doing a project means a lot of resources are required. When you consume a lot of resource, is there the organization is going to get back something? Is there a return on investment? You should have answer for all these questions. Have you identified the CTQs? CTQs are nothing but critical to quality characteristics. The measurable characteristics which are responsible for the customer satisfaction are called CTQs, critical to quality characteristics. If you are not able to identify the CTQ, you have not understood the problem. For example, let's say a smartphone. Can somebody tell me what are the CTQs in a smartphone? You want to buy a smartphone. What is the RAM size? Isn't it the RAM speed? Whether it is 2 GB, 4 GB, 6 GB, making it measurable, right? All your requirements are becoming measurable. The megapixels in the camera, that is another CTQ. Unless and until you identify the CTQs, problems cannot be understood and problems cannot be. Identification is very important. And
so CTQ and CSR are both are same.
CSR,
customer specific requirement.
Yeah, almost same. Correct. You're right. Right.
Okay.
Sometimes people call it, CBR also, the business requirement. So our project plans and key milestones defined. What is the duration of the project? What you will achieve after 6 months? What you will achieve after every month? You must have a plan. And then responsibilities have to be assigned. And there are a lot of tools which will help you in the process of define, like project charter, Kano model, SciPOC, Pareto chart, CTQ tree, and Y equal to F of X. We already spoke. Tollgate review. Nothing but all the questions, right? All these things will help you execute the define phase and every step in the define phase effectively. And then, you will be learning it. See, understanding your customer requirement is very, very important. Understanding your customer requirement is very, if you don't even understand the customer requirement, then how will you fulfill it? Isn't it? You have a short video here. Let me play it. Now that, and there are three types of customer requirement: must be, performance, and attractive. And this, once you understand the Kano model, you will be able to prioritize the requirements very clearly, right? What is required first, and then what is required next. And changing the order will spoil the experience of the customer. And see, we call there are three factors: must be, performance, and then delighters. And must be are called dissatisfier. Must be are called dissatisfier. And then you can see here, must be are called dissatisfier, and then performance are called satisfier, and attractive features are called delighters. And tell me, a hand wash facility provided in a restaurant, is it a satisfier or a dissatisfier? Hand wash facility provided in a restaurant, is it a satisfier or a dissatisfier?
Satisfier only, sir.
Satisfier.
And tell me, if you go to a movie, you like the movie, that means you are completely satisfied with the movie. What will you do?
Sir, once again you repeat.
No, if you watch a movie and then you like it very much, if you are completely satisfied with the movie, what you will generally do? Will you refer it to your friends?
Yes, we will refer
Yes,
to our
sir.
friends.
Yes, sir.
Family.
And now tell me, this hand wash facility is very good in a particular restaurant. Will you do all these things based on the hand wash facility? Will you write a review?
No.
You don't do it. That
No,
means,
based on food only.
very good. Based on the food only. That means this is not helping you to boost your satisfaction. This is not helping you to boost your satisfaction. Any feature that boosts your satisfaction are called a satisfier. But this is not boosting it. This is not a satisfier. This is a dissatisfier.
Oh.
Why do you call it dissatisfier? Imagine I run a restaurant and where I don't provide the hand wash facility. Tell me how many of you will like my restaurant? I'm not,
Nobody.
No one.
sir.
I expect I expect you to come and directly consume the food. I don't provide the handbag. Definitely, no, none of you will walk inside my restaurant. So when I do well, it is not boosting the performance. But when I do badly, it is destroying the complete experience, isn't it? So that's why I call it dissatisfier. You must thoroughly understand each and every characteristics in your product. This is what being taught in Kano model. So you will be learning it thoroughly in the define phase. So once the project is defined, once you complete the define phase, that means your project is approved. The project is approved for implementation. So approved project charter is the deliverable. And then another deliverable is high level map of the process. High level map of the process. So this is a project charter, nothing but a one-page document. That's all. A single page document which will talk about your project. The person who has the authority to approve your project will be motivated to put his signature by going through the detail. So how can you prepare it? And you will be learning it. So what is the main deliverable of the define phase? What does it stand for? PC means project charter, right? Approved project charter and then high level process map. So every phase, how many steps are there?
15.
Every phase. Every phase,
Every phase 3.
there are 3 steps, right? In define
Three
phase,
steps.
project identification, project selection, and then preparation of project charter. So SIPOC is an acronym which stands for supplier, input, process, output, and customer. Right? So S stands for supplier.
Supplier.
Very good. And now we move on to the pressure phase.